Hey, welcome to SCC. That's Sisters Community Church, and we're so glad you took the time to take a look at our website. You know, we are a church, multi-generational. We live in a town of about 3,000 in the town, and another 10,000 outside the town, and we love both our church and our community. And as a community, that is a church community, we are very concerned with what is our mission. And so our mission includes what we call the 3 C's. And Ryan and I do it together as co-pastors. And the beauty of that is we really love to serve each other, be a team. But Ryan, tell us what that first C is all about.
Absolutely. Yeah, the first C is that we want to connect with God. And we really think a big part of our mission as a church, things change when we get to know the God who wants to connect with us. The gospel is beautiful because it's not us trying to get up to God. The gospel is God coming down to connect with us. And so when we gather on Sunday mornings and we open up the word and when the worship team leads us and when we have communion together, we really believe we begin to change as we experience God connecting with us through Jesus. So the first thing we want to do is really come together on Sundays and connect with God. But we don't stop there because there's more to church than just, me and Jesus. And so the second thing that we want to do is care for one another. Tell us about that.
Yeah. Well, as Ryan said, when we connect with God, we feel like we have an experience of His love for us, because it's not that we first loved Him, but that He first loved us. And the beauty of receiving that love and growing in that intimacy causes us to want to be expression. I guess as Jesus said, as I have loved you, so love one another. So we reach into our community, that is our church community, and we find all different kinds of ways. As a multi-generational church, there are elderly people that really need to be cared for. And I think we do a great job at that. There are young families that really need to be cared for, whether it's marriages or parenting. We want to do that and care for them. And then kids, I think last week we had 120 kids running around here, and we want to care for them. So caring is very much a part of the gospel. As it's been done to us, we want to do it to others. And that brings us to our third C. Ryan, tell us about that.
Yeah, so we want to connect with God, we want to care for each other, but the last thing is we got a mission. We want to actually cultivate community, not just within the church, but we've been positioned and placed in a town called Sisters, Oregon. And we have relationships with many people outside the church. We have relationships with our schools. We have relationship with businesses in our town. We have relationship with leaders that aren't a part of our church. So we do that through things like our concerts in the summers. We have a monthly movie night where we gather and we discuss faith through the lens of films. We have partnerships with Young Life, and we have a youth ministry. In these ways, we help cultivate our community into the mission, because the point of the church was never just that we would have a nice church. It's that the renewed church wants to revive the city. Right. We want to go to the city with a better hope, a better gospel, a better message. So that's what we do. We connect with God, we care for one another, and we cultivate community.
Yeah, so if that's something you're interested in, many people come over to Sisters on the weekends because it's just a beautiful spot. Why don't you check us out? We'd love to meet you, give you a coffee card. We've got more coffee shops in town here than you know what to do with, but we love to help you find that connection with God and go to a deeper place of caring for one another and ultimately cultivate the community that you live in. So thanks so much for stopping by our website. May God bless you and to continually use you to be that kind of person.